Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we want to look at everything you need to know about obtaining a skilled worker visa in the UK. So let's get right into the video. A skilled worker visa allows you to come to or stay in the UK to do an eligible job with an approved employer. This visa has replaced the Tier 2 or General Work Visa. It also allows you to work in UK waters. Now let's look at the eligibility. To qualify for a skilled worker visa, you must work for a UK employer that has been approved by the Home Office, have a certificate of sponsorship, which is also known as COS, from your employer, with information about the role you've been offered in the UK, do a job that is on the list of eligible occupations, be paid a minimum salary. How much depends on the type of work you do and the dates you got your COS. Now with this visa, you need to have a confirmed job offer before you can apply for this visa. Now let's look at knowledge of English. You must be able to speak, read, write and understand English. You usually need to prove your knowledge of English when you apply. How long can you stay on this visa? So your visa can last for up to 5 years before you need to extend it. You need to apply to extend or update your visa when it expires or if you change jobs or employer. Now, if you want to stay longer in the UK, you can apply to extend your visa as many times as you like, as long as you still meet the eligibility requirements. After 5 years, you may be able to apply to settle permanently in the UK, also known as the indefinite leave to remain. This gives you the right to live, work and study in the UK for as long as you like and apply for benefits if you are eligible. Now here is how to apply. All applications must be done online. How you apply depends on whether you are, first of all, outside the UK and are coming back to the UK. Secondly, if you are inside the UK and you're extending your current visa. And thirdly, you are inside the UK and you are switching from a different visa. If you want to change your job or employer, you must apply to update your visa. Your partner and children can apply to join you or stay in the UK as your dependents if they are eligible. How long does it take? You can apply for a visa up to 3 months before the day you are due to start work in the UK. This date is listed on your certificate of sponsorship. As part of application, you need to prove your identity and provide your documents. You may need to allow extra time if you need an appointment to do this. You'll find out if you need one when you start your application. Now let's look at getting a decision. Once you've applied online, proved your identity and provided your documents, you usually get a decision on your visa within either 3 weeks if you are outside of the UK or 8 weeks if you are inside of the UK. You may be able to pay to get a faster decision, okay? So how you do this depends on whether you are outside or inside of the UK. You, your partner and your children will need to pay the application fee, the health care for each year of your stay, and then finally you need to prove you have enough personal savings. This is very important. If you are a doctor or nurse or you work in health or adult social care, check if you are eligible to apply for the health and care worker visa instead. It's cheaper to apply for and you do not need to pay the annual immigration health insurance. Here is what you can and cannot do with a skilled worker visa. So with a skilled worker visa, you can work in an eligible job, you can study, you can bring your partner and children with you as your dependents if they are eligible. You can take on additional work in certain circumstances. You can do voluntary work. You can travel abroad and return to the UK. You can apply to settle permanently in the UK if you've lived in the UK for 5 years and met the other eligibility requirements. Now here is what you cannot do. You cannot apply for most benefits, okay, which is mostly the public funds. You cannot apply for all those benefits. Secondly, you cannot change jobs or employer unless you apply to update your visa. If your application is successful, you get a full list of what you can and cannot do with a skilled worker visa. This brings me to the end of this video. I hope that you have benefited from it and you've learned a lot. Kindly subscribe and see you in the next one.